All right, without further ado, he has had a week off. He has been in Seattle, Washington, which is where I am from. Please welcome to the stage. I've always wanted to say that in a very appropriate way. Ty Dillon, how are you?
I'm good. How's it going, everybody?
Ty, as I mentioned, you've had the week off. So you guys came, you were in Sonoma.
Yes.
Okay.
Wine country.
Wine country, I know. Yeah. I talked to Chris Myers, I'm Chris Myers, on the way over here. So much fun. So how, first of all, Nashville, it's been a couple years, right? Yeah. Since you guys have been here?
It's been 10 years for me. So I didn't race last year. I ran about 16 races kind of in between. I had raced 4 years full time in the Cup Series. Our team shut down at the end of our 4th year. So I was kind of in between doing what I could, ran for like 3 different teams across all the series. Battled my way back, got another opportunity this year, so I'm glad to be back. And this
Give
is
it up for that,
time.
everybody. Yeah. It's not easy to come back.
Yeah.
How does this race differ from other tracks?
It's unique. All the tracks that are this size in our circuit are asphalt, pure blacktop asphalt. This is a concrete racetrack. So we race at a mile in Dover that's concrete. This is a mile and a half, and it's shaped a little bit different, so it's a little bit bigger. So the way that the car handles, the tires and everything take to the track is going to be a unique challenge. So this being my first year back, I say back because I used to come here about 10 or 11 years ago, and we used to do practice laps and test sessions. It's the only track that we could come to and just do practice and make laps all day and get better and better. I was 18, 19 years old then, so it's been a while. I'm back as a 30-year-old getting to race here for the first time. So a little bit different, but it's nice to kind of come back somewhere you have laps, and it's relatively new for everybody on track.
Mm-hmm. So are you guys doing simulations and simulators the entire week, like preparing for that?
Yeah, I've probably spent about 8 hours in a simulator this week. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that consist of for the novice fan that wouldn't know? Like, different, a Nadal on clay is really great. Federer, at Wimbledon's really good. Like, how does that change your approach?
Yeah, since we aren't allowed real practice anymore in the physical cars, so the simulators are so big, we go to a place. Chevrolet has their own simulator. Pretty much every manufacturer has their own simulator. You go in, it's pretty much a real race car. You go in and sit in the real seat, same thing. And so they'll put up the track, and you go through real setup changes, real actual things you do. They give us a session from either 1 till 6, and we split. I have a teammate, so I'll split it with him. And you just go and you try to work through as many things as you possibly can while knowing it's not the actual track. So you kind of keep some things in the back of your mind. It's the closest thing we can do to kind of train and prepare. Those days are actually pretty exhausting because you're mentally working through all the same things as you are in the car. It's just not as physical.
Are they simulating the 300 degrees that it is outside right now?
Like what do you do in this heat? I mean, there's no AC, correct?
Just sweat your ass off. yeah, that's pretty much what we do.
Are you getting IVs before, or are you just hydrating?
Just all week, really. It's when you're cup racing week in and week out, you really have no time to recover. So, if you want to have some drinks, it's maybe Sunday night or Monday night.
Drinks.
But
I love that you just said that, Ty, that you're thinking about that.
It's a broad span, right?
What is your drink of choice?
Great question.
Man, so my wife and I just switched up to tequila, just like making some tequila drinks at home at night.
You guys made a team decision.
Yeah, team decision. Trying to keep the weight off the hips for me. So that's been our switch up. But we love wine as well. We love
red or white.
Red. So we have a sponsorship with Camus Wine, so Camus Cab is our favorite.
Fancy. My sponsorships was Charles Shaw. I mean, and I say that respectfully. For those of you guys that don't know, Camus is an incredible wine. So
Carissa likes the $12 bottles.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I can afford.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've got 2 sons. So does your brother help you, or is he like, hey, you know what, you're on your own here?
We're kind of on our own. We both appreciate and respect each other's careers.
Sure.
But I kind of followed him. He's 2 years older than me, so I got to learn from the good and the bad, mostly the bad, and that sounds bad saying that, but it's the bad stuff that you actually learn the most from, right?
Sure.
So he's been very successful in his career. He's won more races than me in the Cup so far.
Yeah, still time.
Yeah, but it's cool to have a sibling doing the same thing at the high level, because when we do have those family dinners at holidays and whatnot, we can relate to things, and we both respect each other's career. We've had different paths. But it is cool to be able to experience with your older brother.
I mean, your grandfather is Richard Childress, so you guys have a long lineage of race car drivers. Was that just kind of like what was going to happen? Like
no,
you didn't.
Yeah,
really?
They didn't really push it.
It wasn't a foregone conclusion?
No, I wanted to play football, but everybody outgrew me in my freshman year, so I was like, damn. I thought I was going to be the linebacker.
What did you used to play?
So I was a linebacker and fullback. I loved to hit. but I played older, lighter in Pop Warner, so I was bigger than everybody. So I loved it. I still have a huge passion for football. Follow it very closely.
Who's your team?
Who's your team? Yeah.
The Panthers. I grew up in Carolina, so
Okay.
that's all I've ever known. I'm adopted Seattle fan because my wife, her mother cheered for the Seagulls back in the day. So
yes.
Yes.
The Seagulls.
So we
I didn't
have
the body,
connections to both states. So I try to play that game until they play each other, and then I have to go with my hometown team when that happens. But
How do you think the Panthers are going to be this year?
I think they're going to be good. I formed a relationship with their coach, Matt Rule. He's an awesome guy, really genuine, really good. And his first couple years haven't gone as well as I'm sure they all hope. But I got to go to their OTA a couple weeks ago, and the team is really solid. You know, I haven't been inside of many atmospheres like a real football team, but it was fun, and they were really tuned in, and everybody inside that building was really happy to be there. So that was really cool to see from my knowledge. So I think they're going to be good. You know, they got some quarterback questions, but we'll see what happens.
You like the quarterback or no?
The new guy or the old guy that's been there? Which one?
Either one.
I think they both have potential. You know, I'm excited to see what Matt Corral does for sure. But
potential gets you fired.
That's right. That's right. No, I'm anxious to see what they do. So, you know, I'm going to cheer for them no matter what. But it's exciting for them.
The combination, real quickly, and then we'll let you go. We know you have other things to do. You're actually going to come back with Marty, though, in a little bit. Right,
yeah,
so you're going to hang,
back.
you're going to grab some K-Miss. We're going to go get you some K-Miss if
Yeah,
you
there you
can't
go.
find anything else, because you can drink today. But, you know, with the football connection, you saw the news today that Arch Manning, who's the grandson of Archie Manning.
I'm a Longhorns fan, so I'm
okay.
pumped.
Oh, my
Yes.
God, you got to be okay, great.
Yeah.
This,
Wait,
for anyone
how are
that
you a
doesn't know.
Longhorns
Yeah, it's a
fan?
good story. It's
I
a good
don't
story.
understand
Okay.
this.
Yeah. So I got to meet Earl Campbell in Texas when I was
Okay.
about, I don't know, I can't remember the exact year, but I was really young. And he was like, "Who's your college team?" And I grew up in Winston-Salem, so Wake Forest was always our team. And I was like, I don't know, Wake Forest. He's like, well, you got to pick
Jay's
a real
talking
team.
shit. Can I swear on this?
Yeah.
Oh, Jay's talking
And-
shit. He goes, that's tough.
Yeah. So hey, they played pretty good last year. But he was like, you need to follow the Longhorns. That was actually the year that they went to the Rose Bowl, and it was Vince Young and those guys. So from that year on, I was a fan. Obviously started at the highest of highs. It's been rough, but things are turning. We got Sark, we got Arch, and we've got Quinn Ewers is our quarterback this year too.
Getting Archie, like the recruits are going to start following now.
Yeah.
It's going to be the floodgates are going to open.
So I bring it up, well, unbeknownst to me, that you are a Longhorns fan, but also just coming from a family and that pedigree. What is your Thanksgiving dinner like? Are we playing games? Are we fighting? Or what's going on? Just kind of pull back the curtain on what it would be like at a family dinner.
It's competition, so you know we obviously do dinner together, and we're all happy and having fun. But near the end of dinner, we're planning our next competition, whether it's pickleball lately or golf or something.
Jay's a big cornhole player. You ever play cornhole?
Oh
yeah. You ever play cornhole?
I have. I'm not that great at it, but I can hit it pretty good.
Yeah, I'm getting good, really.
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Our family's on pickleball right now.
I've got to get really good by July 1st. So I've got about a week, actually a week.
I love it.
Perfect.
Well, thank you so much. We're excited to see you this weekend.
Thank
We
you.
will also see you next hour when Marty gets here. But continued luck. We'll find you that K-Miss. And
Right on.
you're going to give him?
What's that?
Yeah, that. I'm
Yeah.
from Seattle, so
Yeah,
you know what I
hook
mean.
'em.
Thank you, Ty. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thanks,
it.
guys.
Everybody give it up for
Appreciate
Ty.
it. Ty.